In this video, we're going to talk about 8 common places that older adults should try to avoid whenever possible. These are everyday spots, places you might visit often, that can quietly become risky after the age of 70. The goal isn't to make you afraid or keep you at home. It's to help you stay safe, healthy, and independent by understanding where hidden dangers might be. Many people continue their routines the same way they always have, believing nothing has changed. But with age, even simple things like balance, vision, and how quickly your body reacts can be different. That's normal, it's just part of getting older. But being aware of these changes helps you protect yourself and keep your confidence wherever you go. Before we start, I'd love to hear from you. Where are you watching from today? Type your city or state in the comments below. It always makes me happy to see people joining from all across the country. Point 1. Crowded public transportation. Let's start with one place that many older adults still use every week: buses, subways, and trains. They seem simple enough, right? But once you reach your 70s, crowded public transportation can quietly become one of the riskiest places to be. The main concern is balance. When a bus or train starts or stops suddenly, your body has to adjust fast. That quick shift can be hard to manage, especially if you're holding onto a pole or standing close to others. One small jolt, one push from behind, and you could lose your balance. And at this stage in life, a single fall can mean weeks or even months of recovery. It's not weakness, it's just how our bodies naturally change with time. Another issue is exposure to germs. During busy hours, you're surrounded by people, touching railings, seats, and handles that thousands of others have touched too. For older adults with weaker immune systems, that can mean catching colds, flu, or even more serious infections. A simple trip to the store can end with days in bed, something no one wants. Then there's the emotional stress. Crowded, noisy spaces can feel overwhelming. The rush of people, the loud announcements, and the constant movement can make even a short ride feel exhausting. If you still prefer public transportation, plan your trips during quieter times, late mornings or early afternoons when the crowds are smaller. Many cities also offer senior ride programs or community shuttles designed for comfort and safety. These small changes can help you stay mobile without giving up your peace of mind. Point 2. Dimly lit restaurants and bars. Now let's talk about a place that many of us enjoy: restaurants and cafes. Sharing a meal with friends or family is one of life's great pleasures. But as we get older, dimly lit restaurants or bars can quietly become a source of danger. Poor lighting makes it harder to see where you're stepping or what's around you. A small step, a dark corner, or a misplaced chair can easily cause a trip or a fall. Even reading the menu or finding your way to the restroom can become stressful when the light is too low. What feels like atmosphere for younger people can be a real challenge for older adults. Many seniors feel shy about asking for brighter seating or help reading the menu, but please don't. There's no reason to struggle in silence. Asking for a well-lit table or bringing a small pair of reading glasses is a smart, confident choice. You've earned the right to comfort and safety wherever you go. There's also something many forget: alcohol. Even one drink can affect your balance and alertness more than it used to. And when you combine that with dim lighting and tight spaces, the risk of falling increases. You might also have people moving around who aren't steady on their feet, which adds to the risk. Next time you go out, choose a restaurant with good lighting or visit during daylight hours. Sit near windows if possible, and don't hesitate to ask for help when needed. A safe, well-lit space allows you to focus on what really matters: enjoying your meal, your company, and your peace of mind. Point 3. Large shopping malls. Shopping malls used to be exciting places: bright lights, lots of stores, and maybe a nice lunch afterward. For many of us, they bring back memories of family outings or weekend walks. But as we get older, large malls can quietly become more tiring and even a little risky. The first issue is walking. Malls are huge, and those long, shiny floors are not kind to our knees or feet. After a while, your joints can start to ache, and carrying shopping bags only adds more strain. What begins as a fun trip can end in exhaustion or pain by the time you get back to your car. Then there's the noise. Between background music, crowds, and echoing announcements, malls can easily overwhelm your senses. For those who already have some hearing loss, this noise makes conversations harder and decision-making more stressful. It's not just physically tiring, it can make you feel anxious or unsteady. Another hidden danger is the crowd itself. Pickpockets often target people who move more slowly or seem distracted. And escalators or moving walkways can be tricky too. They require quick balance and timing, which can feel uncomfortable after a certain age. You don't have to give up shopping altogether, just shop smarter. Visit during quieter hours, like weekday mornings. Bring a small cart instead of carrying heavy bags. Choose smaller local stores or shop online when possible. And if you feel tired, take breaks often, sit down, have a drink of water, and rest your legs. Your energy is precious. Protect it for the things that truly matter, rather than spending it all on long walks and loud crowds. Shopping should feel enjoyable, not exhausting. Point 4. Crowded public events. Public events, like holiday parades, community festivals, or sports games, are a wonderful way to feel connected and have fun. But after 70, these large, busy gatherings can quietly become more stressful and risky than enjoyable. The biggest challenge is space. In a crowd, people bump, push, and move quickly without realizing it. Even a light nudge can throw you off balance if the ground is uneven or there's no railing nearby. And at this age, one small fall can have serious effects. It's not about being fragile, it's just that the body takes longer to recover. Then there's fatigue. Public events often mean long periods of standing or walking in the sun or cold, sometimes without nearby seating. After a while, it's easy to feel lightheaded or tired, especially if you haven't had water or a chance to rest. Add in noise, loud music, cheering, or announcements, and it can quickly become overwhelming. Crowded events also carry health risks. Being shoulder to shoulder with strangers increases the Point 5. Isolated rural roads. There's something peaceful about taking a quiet drive through the countryside, wide open skies, trees along the road, and that feeling of calm you just don't get in the city. But for older adults, especially those driving or walking alone, isolated rural roads can quietly turn into risky places. One of the biggest concerns is distance. Rural areas are often far from hospitals, gas stations, and emergency help. If your car breaks down, you feel dizzy, or you have a health emergency, help may take a long time to arrive. And when you're far from cell service, even calling someone for help can be difficult. What starts as a peaceful evening drive could quickly become a frightening situation. The condition of the roads is another issue. Many rural roads are uneven, with cracks, potholes, or gravel. At night, poor lighting makes it harder to see turns, signs, or animals crossing. Deer or stray dogs can suddenly appear on the road, and swerving to avoid them can lead to accidents. Reflexes naturally slow with age, which makes it even harder to react quickly and safely. Even walking along rural roads can be unsafe. Narrow shoulders, fast-moving vehicles, and uneven ground leave little room for error. And since there aren't many people around, getting help if something happens can take time. If you enjoy the peace of the countryside, plan wisely. Go during the daytime, make sure your phone is charged, and tell someone where you're going. Stick to familiar routes, and keep an emergency kit in your car. A flashlight, blanket, and bottled water can make a big difference. Safety doesn't mean giving up your freedom. It means taking small steps to make sure you can keep enjoying those peaceful drives for many more years to come. Point 6. Dark or poorly maintained parking lots. Parking lots may seem ordinary, just a quick stop before heading into a store, a doctor's office, or a restaurant. But for many older adults, they can quietly become one of the most dangerous places in daily life, especially after sunset. The first problem is lighting. Many parking lots are dimly lit, especially smaller ones behind stores or medical offices. It's hard to see curbs, potholes, or cracks in the pavement. Even a small step on uneven ground can cause a fall, and those falls can have long-lasting effects. The glare from headlights or reflections on wet pavement can also make it difficult to see clearly. Then there's movement, cars backing out quickly, drivers not paying attention, and people walking in different directions. Many drivers are distracted by their phones or in a hurry, and they don't always see someone walking slowly or using a cane. That mix of low light and fast-moving cars can be dangerous. Security is another concern. Isolated or poorly maintained parking areas may not have cameras or attendants, which increases the risk of theft or unwanted attention, especially when you're alone or carrying bags. To stay safe, try to park as close to the entrance as possible, preferably under a bright light. If it's dark and you feel unsure, ask a store employee or security guard to walk you to your car. They're trained to help. You can also carry a small flashlight or use your phone's light to see where you're walking. These may sound like small steps, but they make a big difference. A safe walk to and from your car isn't just about avoiding danger, it's about protecting your peace of mind and making sure every errand ends safely. Point 7. Slippery bathrooms at home. Believe it or not, one of the most dangerous places for older adults isn't outside, it's right inside your own home. Bathrooms may seem harmless, but they're where most serious falls happen among seniors every year. The biggest reason is water. Even a few drops on a smooth tile floor can turn it into a slippery surface. Getting out of the shower, reaching for a towel, or turning suddenly can easily lead to a fall. And when you're alone, it might take time for someone to find or help you. What feels like a simple slip can turn into weeks of pain or loss of independence. Another issue is design. Many bathrooms aren't built with safety in mind. High bathtubs, loose rugs, and missing grab bars make it hard to move around securely. As we age, balance and strength naturally change, and that quick step in or out of the tub that used to be easy can now be risky. The good news is that a few small changes can make your bathroom much safer. Non-slip mats in the tub and on the floor can prevent slipping. Installing sturdy grab bars near the shower and toilet gives you something solid to hold on to. And adding a small shower chair can make bathing easier and more relaxing. Lighting matters too, especially at night. Keep a motion sensor night light in the hallway or bathroom so you can see clearly if you get up after dark. Your home should be the safest place in your life, not one that puts you at risk. Taking a few minutes to make it safer isn't just a smart idea, it's an act of self-care. It allows you to move confidently and stay independent in your own home for many more years. Point 8. Busy hospital emergency rooms. Hospitals are meant to be places of help and healing, and of course, they are when you truly need them. But for many older adults, especially during busy times, emergency rooms can also bring hidden challenges that few people talk about. The first issue is exposure to germs. Emergency rooms are full of people, some with coughs, fevers, infections, or other illnesses that spread easily. For older adults, whose immune systems aren't as strong as they once were, this can be risky. What might be a mild virus for a younger person could turn into a serious infection or a long recovery period for you. Another problem is stress. Emergency rooms are loud, bright, and often crowded. There's a lot of waiting, and it's easy to feel confused or anxious, especially if you're in pain or there by yourself. The constant noise, movement, and uncertainty can raise your blood pressure and make you feel overwhelmed. Communication can also be tricky. Sometimes it's hard to explain your symptoms clearly or remember all your medications and health history while under pressure. That's why it's helpful to keep a small list of your medications, allergies, and emergency contacts in your wallet or phone. It saves time and helps doctors treat you faster. When it's not a life-threatening situation, consider safer alternatives like urgent care centers, nurse hotlines, or telehealth visits. These options often have shorter wait times and a calmer environment. But if it truly is an emergency, go right away. Your safety always comes first. Being prepared, even for the unexpected, gives you confidence and peace of mind. It means that even in stressful moments, you stay in control and get the care you need without unnecessary risks. Growing older is not about losing strength, it's about gaining wisdom. You've lived through challenges, raised families, worked hard, and built a life full of experience. That same wisdom can now help you stay safe, confident, and independent by simply being aware of the small things that matter. In this video, we talked about 8 places that can quietly become risky as we age: crowded public transportation, dimly lit restaurants, large shopping malls, public events, rural roads, dark parking lots, slippery bathrooms, and busy emergency rooms. Each one comes with its own challenges, but the good news is that every single one can be managed with small, smart adjustments. It's not about fear, and it's certainly not about giving up your freedom. It's about making thoughtful choices that protect your body, your peace of mind, and your independence. Simple things like planning trips during quiet hours, asking for better lighting, or installing a grab bar at home can make all the difference. You deserve to live each day feeling secure and at ease. You've earned that right. Taking care of yourself now, with awareness and kindness, is how you make sure you can keep enjoying the things and people you love for many years to come. Before you go, I'd love to hear from you. Was there a place on this list that surprised you the most? Or something you plan to change after hearing this? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your stories and ideas help others more than you know. And if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Together, we can help more seniors stay safe, strong, and confident, every single day.